Hello, this is Temisha with Educational Tutoring Centers with an SAT prep problem that I would do with one of my SAT students. And this question is a level 5. So the problem says let delta x be defined as x plus 1 over x for all non-zero integers. So let me write this out as I go along. So delta x, and this delta x doesn't mean the change of x, such as if we were doing slope or if we were working on something in a calculus course. So x plus 1 over x, okay, and we know that x is a non-zero integer, so it's any integer other than 0. And the second part says says if delta x equals t, where t is an integer, which of the following is a possible value of t? So it tells us that delta x is equal to t. Okay, and we're going to let delta x be defined as this expression here. So let's go ahead and set these two expressions equal to each other, and then see where we can go with this. Okay, so since I have a fraction and what could be considered a whole number on the left, I'm going to multiply both sides by the common denominator, okay, which is x. Because if this were a fraction, it would be represented as x over 1. And so the common denominator would be x. And so I'm going to multiply x times this value here, or technically I'm distributing, and by this value here, and of course on this side. Okay, so on the right side I'll have tx, and here on the left side I will have x squared, and here the x's will cancel out, so it'll be plus 1. Okay, so now I'm going to try to get all of my terms on the left side and a 0 on the right. So in order to do that, I will be subtracting tx on both sides. Okay, I'm trying to find a way to get more room on this board. Okay, so here I'm going to write off to the side. It's going to be x squared minus tx, and I write the tx here because you write your exponents in descending order. So I have a square here, and then x to the first, and then the remaining term is plus 1 will equal 0. So now what you see I have here is a trinomial. Okay, and so what do you do when you want to go find values when you have trinomial? You begin to factor. And so I have an x squared here, so each of my parentheses will have an x. And when I have a plus here on the end, I know that my sign on the inside of each of these parentheses will be the same as what we have here in the center. So minus and minus. And then the factors of 1 are pretty straightforward. They are 1 and 1. Okay, so alright, so here when we multiply the outer terms and the inner terms, they tell us what should be here in the center. So if we multiply 1x, or negative 1 times x, we get a negative 1x. And here, if we multiply those two, we also get a negative 1x. And those two are supposed to come together to make this term in the middle. So we have a negative 1 and another negative 1, so it comes together to make a negative 2. So then that is our answer here. The possible values for t would be a negative 2. I thank you for watching my video. Please like and or subscribe if you would like to see any updates to this video or any additional videos.